There's the live here. Only have one camera. The screencast is on my second screen. So we're going to build a Facebook ads campaign that generates estimate requests for a cleaning company. I believe that this is the easiest, most direct route to do it on Facebook ads. Um, it's not the easiest because a lot of folks will come and say like, "Oh yeah, we use Facebook ads all the time. We boost posts like a couple times a week," and they're not the same. Boosting a post means you're going to give Facebook $20 or whatever it is, $20, $50, $100, and say, show this post to everyone you possibly can. Few people will go and set their interests and set their audience, but even so, just boosting a post, Facebook's ad algorithm, when they just boost a post, it's primarily trying to just get it seen by the right type of people. It's not trying to go for a conversion. Generating a lead is a conversion. So we can't do that by boosting posts. You can only do that inside Ads Manager, Facebook Ads Manager. It is business.facebook.com//ads manager /manage/campaigns. I'm not going to bore you with details on how to set this account up. You should already have a Facebook page. This is 2023 by now. If you've been in business for longer than 5 minutes, you should have a Facebook page set up, but you might not have an ads account set up, and that is okay. So just go to business.facebook.com, follow the steps. It's freaking Facebook. They're going to be able to tell you how to really easy and prompt you through the setup. So on the screencast, on the screen share, I know if you're watching from YouTube on live, you're not going to be able to see that screen right now. So that's just here for you for a Q&A session, if anyone even comes in here. Okay, so let's get started on this. I have a brand new, well, it's not brand new. It's an empty ad account. Let me read these terms. Okay. Get out of here. So let's create an ad. Since there's nothing here, we can just click create ad here, or let's go to the one that will always show, the green button. This pulls up an option to select which campaign objective. There's awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. And over to the right, it will talk about what each of them is for. Awareness, you just basically, it's glorified boosting posts and makes people aware. Doesn't necessarily get them to complete any type of action, doesn't necessarily get them to click a link or optimize for a lead or for a conversion. Traffic is a step up. This is traffic to your website or app or Facebook event by way of link clicks, and it can optimize for landing page views and all that good stuff. It can also, you can also run click to call ads from this. I use traffic kind of sporadically. Engagement, I almost never really use. I don't use for lead gen. I will use it to build an audience. If we run a video ad, you can create an audience based on how long people watch. So if you want to say, all right, everyone who watched 75% of this video or more, put them into this audience and we can retarget them later. Like if they've watched 75% of a 5-minute video, they just spent 4 minutes with you, and no one spends 4 minutes anywhere online unless they want to be there. So that is how you can build a pretty decent audience, a pretty decent warm audience. Leads, right up our alley. We want leads. We want estimate requests. This is good for instant forms. It's good for your messenger conversations, conversions, and calls as well. App promotion, I have never used. This is obviously to promote an app. I have never developed an app. I have never promoted one. Don't worry about it. Sales, This is good for conversions as well. As far as leads go, this could work if you are able to like accept your payment online and they can go ahead and fill out all that information, pay right then and there, and sign up. If you can do that, that's like perfect. So that's like you can use sales. For now, let's just generate leads, estimate requests. And we're going to do it using Facebook's instant. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. We're going to use instant forms. Find people who are willing to share their contact information and any other details by filling out a form. We won't get into conversions because you will need your website and your Facebook pixel and all of that conversion tracking data set up. So that is something we'll cover later, but not in this one. I just wanted to show you the easiest, the simplest. It's simple, but not necessarily easy. This video will make it easy, so I'll show you which buttons to click and you can copy it exactly and set it up so you don't have to do any guessing. There's no guessing game. So we're going to use instant forms. So you click leads, boom, hit continue. It's going to ask if you want to or how you want to name your campaign. I like to keep them organized. So let's just say I like to indicate that we are running this to cold traffic. Lead gen, it's the type of campaign. So audience, type of campaign. All right. It'll say pick your categories, special ad categories. You're not running any credit card offers. You're not running any job offers, housing, or politics. Don't worry about that. Moving on here. Campaign objective is leads. Advantage campaign budget. Keep this stuff off. Don't worry about it. Hit next. This ad set. I already put cold up there. I will just put and you want to make sure instant forms is set here. If you would have clicked lead generation and then instant forms, this will be on there automatically. But for like traffic or for conversions, website will probably be on there. So make sure for this one you have instant forms. Make sure you have the correct Facebook page. We're going to use Huntersville Home Cleaning. Please read and accept their lead ads terms beforehand. Perfect. I haven't done this yet for this page, so I can show you how. View terms. I don't know so who actually reads terms and conditions pages, but this basically means like, you know what? People are giving you their PII, their personally identifiable information, this sensitive info. Take care of it, be an adult, and don't be reckless, basically. So we accept that. Don't worry about catalog. Budget, it defaults to $20 a day. I think is a great starting point. That's only like $600 a month. So if you're like, if you can't really invest $600 a month, I don't even know how your business is alive. If you can't invest $600 a month into getting more clients, to buying more clients, basically, I don't know how your business is surviving. You would need to strip every other expense that you have to make room if you want to grow. If you're okay where you're at, fine. Not my cup of tea, but this isn't going to help. $20, good starting point. All right, now we're coming down to our audience. We're going to select who's going to see our ad. So we are in Huntersville, North Carolina. And you know what? I would say we'll travel within a 25-mile radius around here. I mean, if I actually had a team here, it would be more than that. I'd be thrilled. So if you're watching this and you want to start a company in Charlotte, hit me up. I'm happy to build your book of business with you, so long as you can help me manage the cleaners and the day-to-day business. We will work together on getting customer requests and a ton of recurring clients. So under locations right here, this is a big one that folks miss. It defaults to people living in or recently in this location. Charlotte is no picnic. It's no joke. Like there are a lot of people that visit here and then they like for work or I don't know, not vacation, but visiting family and whatever. So people who are recently here, but they live in Ohio, they're still gonna see your ad, but like you're not gonna go to Ohio and clean. So like we want to make sure it is only people living in this location. They have an estimated audience size of 1.6 to 1.8 million. Scrolling down, you can select age. I like to set it 30 and above. This is totally up to you. I find that our clients are typically older. So advertising to someone 30 and younger, I mean, if they don't own a home, if they're not renting, or if they're like, you have to kind of have a little bit of disposable income to be able to afford a residential cleaning service. So there would be a lot of non-qualifiers 30 and below. So I always go 30 and up. When we run this in Bay City, Michigan, I have tested just running it to women, just running it to men, or all genders. But the best part about this is like Facebook knows who's most likely to convert. Really, even before you start, like if you have no data on your account, like they know what you're after. As the account starts accruing conversions, it starts to dial in and like optimize and get much better at guessing who is likely to convert. So I will leave all genders here for now. This is something that you should test in your area though. Like if you're in a rural area, segment it out. Start with going towards women first. Just in my experience, it's mostly women who call in for the estimates. Yes, there are men, but like that is so disproportionate, it's not even worth it all the time. If you have the funds, if you could afford $600 to $1,000 in ads, I would go leave all genders selected. Here, detailed targeting, advantage detailed targeting. No. We're going to unselect that because it's basically saying Facebook wants to say, hey, we see what your audience is. Do you give us permission to go outside of those constraints and find someone if we think they're willing to convert? I leave it off to start because whenever Facebook recommends something, it is typically because they want to open the floodgates with their inventory and be able to put your ad anywhere and everywhere. And we are going to avoid that as much as possible. Which leads me to my next thing here, right here, placements. Advantage plus placements is recommended. What tickles me is that it says, use Advantage plus placements to maximize your budget and help show your ads to more people. Well, I don't necessarily want Facebook to maximize my budget. I would like to find as many leads as possible for as little money as possible. So there are just things that I've learned over the years that perform better than others. These things like these are like hacks and tactics and strategies, but a marketing campaign isn't built off of tactics. Like at the end of the day, it's about speaking to a person's desires and wants and needs, getting them to trust you and getting them to reach out, basically. So don't think you're going to hack your way to success. There are little tips and tricks along the way, definitely, but it is not solely reliant on that. So I always select manual placements, and what we're going to do is unselect everything except for Facebook feed and Instagram feed. So I'm going to unselect here, unselect Facebook, Instagram, unselect stories and reels, unselect in-stream ads, unselect the search visibility, unselect in-article ads, and unselect their audience network. Facebook has an audience network because they want to have more ad space to plaster your ads, which makes sense. But like, if you've ever played a game on your phone and see like those ads that pop, like the not pay to play, like they have ads for rewards or whatever, rewarded videos in those games. This is basically what they mean. And we all just gripe about them and click out of them as soon as possible. So they typically do not generate a lead. We want to stick right in front of our people in the feeds. If you wanted to, unselect Instagram and leave it with Facebook or vice versa. I've never done Instagram only. I'm not really the biggest fan of Instagram, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. Instagram feeds and Facebook feeds. You will see estimated daily results. Do not get hung up on this. 9 to 27 leads per day, I would shit myself. That will not happen. I would anticipate a lead cost of like $20 to $30. And these are totally exclusive to you, so it's not like they're being shared. So if you've ever run ads with, or like teamed up with Angie or Home Advisor or Neighborly or what's the other one? Thumbtack. When they generate a lead and send it to you, they probably sent it to like 4 or 5 other companies. Even if they say they're exclusive, which is like, it's totally unethical. I used to work in insurance sales, and we would buy leads, and we knew they were shared leads and such to start. So if we got a lead and did not call them, like seriously, it was within the first like 25, 28 seconds. If we did not call and try to get them on the line, someone else had already beat us to the punch, but we had been charged for that lead as if it was ours. Because they're breaking down the cost, and basically we're all sharing the cost. Like a bunch of us insurance agents are sharing the cost for one lead. But if it was an exclusive lead, they would charge like $70 per. So all of these are exclusive to you. So if you're concerned about a $20 to $30 lead cost, consider that if you close just 20% of people, let's say, okay, $25 a lead, 100 leads, $2,500, and you got 20 clients. It costs you $125 to get a new client, a recurring client nonetheless, one that is probably going to pay you about, well, it depends on their frequency. If it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, they're going to pay about $250 a month if you're priced correctly. Assume 20% of that is profit. So $125 to acquire. I said 20. $50 profit per month. 125 divided by 50. It'll take you 2.5 months to gain that profit back. Like to get that all back, to be at square, like zero break even with that one client, and then everything beyond that is gravy, is pure gravy. That's why I am so attracted to the recurring model, basically a subscription model. Like these people stay and they pay over and over and over and over again. And even if like your prices increase over time, you built such a relationship with them that it's hard for them to go elsewhere. So it's so worth it to buy these clients. So if you have any concerns about paying for leads or buying new clients, drop them completely. Like it's just not worth it, because you need to remove that negativity and be able to go out confidently and buy these opportunities. That's what marketing and advertising is. I apologize that you've been burned by agencies in the past, or perhaps I don't even know, a family friend who said they could market for you, or lead generators. I don't know. I do not care. That's what this ad campaign is going to replace, so that you can become self-sufficient. Sorry for getting sidetracked. So we got our placements there. We've got our optimization and delivery. Leave it as is. We want them to optimize for leads. Let's go to next. So I just do text ad, content ad, no. Select an Instagram account. You can use just the Facebook page for that same thing. We're going to create an ad. Uncheck multi-advertiser. Uncheck standard enhancements. I wonder if I can see. We're going to get rid of that. I don't know why it defaults to every time. It makes me mad. Let me see what I have in here, like old ad images. let's just use this one right now. I will have, the image is going to really depend. I actually have a good one. Let's go to Canva. I'll have this link in here, or if you want to use this same one, go for it. Okay, so we're just going to use this one. I already have it saved. So this is like Custom Mades California. It doesn't match up with my Huntersville one. We have our phone number. Very simple ad. Very simple. It looks pretty clean, but it calls out weekly house cleaning services. But we do get people who say, hey, well, we don't want weekly, we want bi-weekly or monthly or even a one-time clean. But I'm saying weekly because that is the most valuable to us, and I would rather like that be the thing that they see here. So let me upload a new one. Oh, right there. Right here. Okay. I'm going to put an ad there. One thing that worked really, really well when we started Carrie J's cleaning, that was before Custom Mades. It was just me and my mom. I didn't do the cleaning. I was living in California at the time, and she was in Michigan. I was just sending her the leads, but I used like a picture of her face. Like it's not a selfie, but like a picture of her along with like our logo on the side. And making it seem non-advertising, whatever, non-ad like, increased conversions. And like there, people all the time should go to Kroger or grocery store in Frankenmuth, Saginaw, Bay City, wherever she'd go. Like she would get stopped at the grocery stores, and they would ask her like, hey, are you Carrie J? And she would just say like yes, that's me. It was just wild that even happened. It was like she told me that so many times. It was so crazy. And it's like, no, like those people when they're saying introducing themselves, it doesn't necessarily turn into a client, but that just went to show the power of Facebook ads that we've never really spent at that time more than $600 a month. A $20 daily budget. Like we were just starting out. We didn't have it, but I had to convince her that it was worth it. And it totally was. So Facebook ads were so powerful, and I think having her face on there created a relatability aspect that helped drive more conversions. This seems a little more business-like, a little more corporate-like, but it works. So if you want this template or whatever, and you want to put your logo and stuff down there, let me know. I'll send you the link. If you want me to make the ad for you, I don't know, charge like $20 to do it because I'll have to mess with your logo and whatnot. But that's it. So we've got our image. Cost per result may rise due to too few ad creatives. Shut up. You should split test. You should be split testing, but for the sake of this build, I'm not going to build out all these different creatives, all these ads, keeping it as simple as possible. I see right here. Okay, choose or create an instant form for your leads. Let's do this. Over here, create form. All right, so it's gonna ask. I just named the form there. It's gonna ask what type do you want? Do you want more volume or do you want higher intent? Basically, it's just asking, do you want people to enter their information and send it off, or do you want them to enter their information, be prompted to confirm it, and then send it off? I just say more volume. Intro. Use the image from your ad. It really doesn't hurt. If you can get creative with this thing in the way and whatnot, that's fine. I haven't found it to be too much of a difference. So right here, enter a short headline. Okay, right there. Let's say We're gonna make it match our ad. Weekly fast, free, quote, weekly house cleaning services. Here you can put kind of an about section. I should put I want to actually no, I want to go to, you can say something like, I was just going to copy and paste what we had before, but since we're building it right now, I'll just type it out. Let's say, I'm going to show you something. Okay. Your session has expired. Whatever. Oh, so I can't. Okay, we're gonna do it ourselves. Oh, my face went away. Maybe that's good for you guys.